I want to talk a bit about storage and the keeping of equipment. I am a very lucky person. I've spent a number of years in a uniformed situation where organization was my priority, where I was usually on a vessel, and if I didn't have it on board, I simply wouldn't have it for days. So I learned early on kind of how to keep some things and how to organize things and how to bring what I need. And I'm learning still, obviously, because I'm doing less work with my drones and less work with some of the other equipment. We just don't bring any anymore. We've also gone down transportation, and some of you might be in that same boat where you don't have a truck and a 19-foot trailer behind you like when I was doing video. Now I have a BMW X1. It has a limited carrying capacity. When I put my booth in it, I've really got room for only about 2 bags everywhere I go for an event, unless it's a day event, in which case I can get away a little farther because I'm not bringing personal clothes. So you have to keep this in mind. So let's talk about transportation for a moment. First of all, if you're paying for equipment, keep it in a bag. There's really no excuse not to get the right bag. You don't need to go down. So they have these bags. They have padded materials, padded sides, carrying handles, carrying straps, zippers that won't break on you, ways to hook onto stuff so you can tie it down, fittings on the outside so you can slide things in, pockets everywhere so you can put your pens, your tools, you can zip up your batteries, buy bags. Okay, so that's great. Now everything's protected, now everything's covered, but if it rains on this darn thing, you're done. These are not hard cases like I used to use in the theater business, and I have about 11 years of that, folks. So again, just saying from what I learned from that is, and being out on the water, is everything gets wet. So what I've done is I have Sterilite containers. These are a brand of plastic containers, and yes, the brands do make a difference. The reason why I like Sterilite and other brands like Sterilite, and I want to make sure you see this, is that little blue ring is a gasket. So it makes this puppy watertight, which means that with larger ones than this, I can put this bag in. I can put my other big bags in. And so yeah, my truck or my area might have 4 or 5 or 6 of these in it now, where it used to have 4 or 5 or 6 bags for doing a video shoot. But at least I know if my stuff's going to slide around the back of my truck, or my truck's going to get wet, or whatever it is, it's going to be protected, and they're very easy to carry. And these, you can hear it, seal, latch, and lock, and you can see it. And so I'm really a big believer in Sterilite containers. I'm a big believer in, if you're going to spend the money for your equipment, you might as well protect it. I am also a big believer in, don't get rid of bags that you get with other pieces of equipment. Even stuff you get with vacuum cleaners, where they'll have like accessory tool bags and you never use them, and so the first thing you do is throw them out. This is a place to put all those USB cables. This is a place to put a microphone and a microphone stand. This is a place to put little GoPro items, right? This is an item that you can buy for like $6, goes on your belt, and even though it's designed to hold a small camera, holds your business cards really well so that they don't get ruined, sweaty, lost in your pockets, or bent, right? This is a hard case that a friend of mine got with some razor setup. I use it to carry my GoPros. Right? I mean, here's a bag that had one of the lights in it. Keep them, right? If it was Royal Crown, I'd use them. This was a camera bag my wife gave me a while back, and I put the rest of the GoPro material in here, and I keep it in my auxiliary box that I don't always take, because I don't always take all the stuff. Have one backpack. It needs to have a handle. It needs to have a padded spot for your laptop, right? So that your laptop's safe. And it needs to have storage enough for you to carry probably that portable microphone recorder, and some of your smaller items. Now, even though it's going to cover up your name on your vest, your name's on the front, so don't worry about that, but this is your field bag. So when I'm out and about and I have the booth set up and I have my 2 bags underneath my bench, and I tell the wife, hey, I'm going to go for the day. Can you watch the booth? Which you'll do. I'll take this with me, right? Even though she's got the laptop and stuff, I now have a travel bag that's cool, and I'm not carrying a bag around on a handle all the time. You meet these guys, and God bless them, and they're wonderful for what they do is different than what I do. Let's make it very clear. So they've got these harnesses on with these batteries and 3 cameras sticking off of them and all these long lenses because they're out there trying to shoot a car that's going by at 300 miles an hour and they're like 4 miles away. It's really hard for them to maneuver and move around. Because I'm doing event photography, because I don't need the picture of that car to sell what I'm working on today, a small backpack is kind of good to have. And if you're going to go out and do these events out in the middle of nowhere, the Baja, the King of the Hammers, some surf event or something like that, you're going to want a backpack. So when you go trekking up the hill with your one camera, your little microphone, or your GoPro stick, or whatever it happens to be, that you can carry your gear and not get messed up. Storage, folks, is as important as your look. So that's the other thing, and I want to make this really clear about equipment. When I pull up to an event and somebody says, hey, do you need my help unloading? The answer is, you can help if you want, but no. Or if I pull up to an event and somebody says, well, what do you need? Do you need tables? Do you need chairs? Do you need power? What do you need? Nothing. And they'll look at you like, what? No, I think I'm good. If I have any questions, can I come and find you? And they'll be like, yeah. Okay, where's my boots go? Boom, I'm up. I don't need a plug. I don't need anything from that, except the ability for people to hear my music when I'm out in public at my booth. If I'm doing event coverage, I'm doing it just like any other member of the press. If I don't bring what I need, it is not incumbent on the event or other individuals at it to provide me with what I failed to bring to do the job that I wanted to do in the first place, whether I get paid for it or I volunteer. So storage, equipment, that look, the way you carry your stuff is as important in your branding as your product. And that's why we spent this day talking about this video and telling you about equipment. Find out more about RadioBob, RadioBob Healing Media, and other equipment we use in future videos. My name is Bob West. Thank you very much.